Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Hey, honey, how are you?
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, happy
I'm good.
Sunday.
Same to you.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Pride. Happy Men's Mental Health. Happy, what else? What's left?
Happy life.
Happy life. Happy life. Ooh, how you feeling today?
I feel great.
Good, good. Did you get those edits done?
Nope, I did not. Why you
Because
asking me that, Travi?
that was our last
It
conversation.
was. I haven't even.
It's been a
Man,
week.
I know it's been even. I think it's been like a month since I said I was gonna start, and I have not. But
Okay.
I know, right? I know. I know. I know.
It's
I
okay.
know.
All divine time and divine order. We gonna look at it that way. You want to do spirit led, or you have a question?
Um. So for your questions, is it just kind of like what you like? If it's like my career or business, something
Whatever
with
you want to ask.
I don't
It's up to you.
um,
I'll let you think about it.
because I normally just think of spiritly.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the person is just specifically only do questions. I like to
Mm-hmm.
just see what spirit has to say.
Okay.
Um, yeah, we could do spiritly
Got it. Understood.
because normally with yours, you bring out a what I wanted to know or gem anyway, far as something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so crazy. I say it every live. I'm still trying to understand how I always end up on the entrepreneur side of things. And I always end up with people in the live that are entrepreneurs. And it's so crazy to me that I usually end up spitting some sort of entrepreneur advice. And I'd be like, where did this come? This is so weird. Where did this come? But okay, I got you. Hold
That
on.
might be your that might
Part
be
of
your
it.
niche,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ernie said cold cases were my thing. And I was like, really?
Mm.
I know. I do always end up with those too, but yeah, so it's entrepreneur stuff and it's cold cases is where I always land. And I'm like, this is so weird. Okay, let's see who's here for you. Give me 1 second. Um, so I feel like I have two energies present. One is giving like a grandmother. Hold on, let me see. And then one is like an older. One is like a shorter, lighter complected, older female, and then one is like a taller, um, kind of darker brown complected female. The darker brown complected female reminds me of, do you remember 227?
Mm-hmm.
She reminds me of Rose. Do you remember Rose? I don't know her real name. Let me Google it real fast. She reminds me of Rose, of this lady.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what she looks like. She kind of favors her.
Mm.
Let me see. I just got chills. Let me see. I'm hearing K name, like a Katrina or a Catherine, Kathy, or could be like, let me see. But for the one that looks like Rose, and she's giving me the K name. And And the older grandmother is giving that's her daughter. Does any of this resonate with you?
No, it doesn't.
Two. So the rose looks like she's about 56, and then the grandmother is giving me 78. But she's more so assisting the grandmother. So I don't, like I described, like I have my interview space, and so the rose lady is helping
my grandmother.
Yeah, she's helping her sit on the couch, like she is kind of frail. Let me see if I can get a name. I'm hearing like a, is that Belinda or something? Like a Beatrice, Belinda. I heard a B and a L. Lindy.
It's hard for me to like if it's not immediate people, I wouldn't. I don't know because my grandmother passed in her 30s.
Oh wow!
Like my mom was 8.
I think you said last one.
Yeah, all of my aunts are living. So, but she had sisters that that my mom don't know. I don't know, cause so I mean, my dad's mom is still living. But my great grandmother is, I know her.
I heard grandfather, like grandfather's side. Did he have sisters or just like his aunt? Hold on, let me see. Go ahead. I heard like a Tommy or Tom or Thomas.
My grandfather had one. He has one sister who's still here. I don't know his parents either, of course. But I know how they look and I know their names.
Okay.
But they only have 2 children.
Let me see. I'm like, are y'all here for Miss Key? They like, yeah. They said in unison, like, yeah, duh. Okay, I'm trying to understand. Hold on.
See, and I've never asked if I always ask my mom about her, because I know she said that my grandmother, she had a split family, so they had the same mom, but different dads, and I think it was like 9 on one side, and then 9 on the other. So my mom's grandmother, she had all those kids, but they had different dads. So the ones with the different dad than my mom's grandfather, I would, she don't know, I don't know, even though those was her aunts and stuff, because
thank you for the
so it's so many of them that I wouldn't know at all. And then I never
postcard. It could be a postcard for you. I would just say write it down.
Yeah, it could.
I'm gonna post it too. So look at my baby's in the lab. I can't take it. Yeah, so I would say write it down. Let me see if I can get a message for you today since you're up here.
Okay, yeah.
Look, I heard procrastinate, but we're not gonna go there. Because as soon as I said that, I heard procrastinate. Okay, let me see.
And they probably are for me. I have to just get my this makes me want to deep dive. Like I just asked my aunt's husband did an ancestry thing, so she told me she don't know because all my sisters were my mom's sisters were so young when their mom passed.
Okay, and that's what I was gonna say. Have you signed up for the ancestry? Because when those hits come in, you get a lot of information. Like, what did we found my grandmother, the census where she signed in to Houston, with her husband and her 2 daughters, which were my 2 aunts at the time. And I think she moved here when she was 34, and the girls were like, my aunts were like 14 and 12.
Oh,
And
wow.
so just to see her signature and her handwriting, I was like, this is crazy that they have this somewhere. So yeah, you may want to
And
holler.
you know what? I do have so my grandmother, she was the
Mm-hmm.
only child, but she was raised by her mom's sister,
Okay.
and stuff. And I have a picture with all of her, like it's like four of her aunts, on
Mm-hmm.
my dad's side. Like, uh, she don't know any of them, but my uncle had a picture. And now that you showed that picture,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know their names because they don't know their names.
Okay.
But they're so like when I look at the picture, I feel their presence.
Okay.
So it's yeah. So I have to just kind of like I need to
Figure
figure
that
it
out.
out because
Yeah.
there's so
Yeah.
many people don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm. And what's crazy is
But
that I feel like they're part of your team too.
yeah, that's why when they say yeah, it's funny. Like,
Yeah. They like,
oh,
duh, like, yeah. And I keep getting chills. Hey Roxy. Um,
I think it's one of them. I honestly
mhm.
I know who. I don't know her name, but when you show now that I think about it, me looking at that picture, you showing that um
She looks like Rose.
she yep she kind of favored with that skin tone, uh,
Mm-hmm. I done lost the picture. Oh, there she go.
and
Yeah, she's taller. She looks like this, but she's taller. I mean, she's taller than the grandmother. And she's kind of like helping her shuffle in and have a seat. But she's like, I'm here to help. And
and it could be my grandmother's mom, which of course she passed when my grandmother was young.
okay.
But my grandmother wasn't raised by her, so I don't know her. But she could be that age, that frail,
Uh-huh.
that which would be my great grandmother on my dad's side.
Okay, let me see if they have a message for you. Let me see if I can get one of them to tell me something. Besides procrastinate. Okay, hold on.
Because I have picked it. I know they look.
We're a part of you. Trust us and trust the process. I feel like I said this to you before. Saying we would never steer you wrong. But you gotta let it flow. So are you a control freak?
I mean, I just worry. Not even like so. If I don't see it, so I know what they're saying. Like let it flow. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I don't see it or know where it's coming from or trying to figure it out, like how it's gonna be even lucrative. I think that's probably why I kind of held off on doing the edits. I know certain people want them,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like even editing them and redoing them with the tariffs, it's like it costs so much to even just do a order for me. So me figuring out like how can I sell these and then so I
Mm-hmm.
know what they mean by let it flow because I think like it has to be like they got to show me and I'll be like okay. So trust the process makes so much sense.
Yeah, and they're saying it's not, it doesn't take, so I just heard, it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take much for it to like take off to the next level. You don't need, they're showing, so it's, I just got chilled. So they're showing me like a storefront and they put like an X in front of it, like, you don't need this. Then they're showing like you're at a table, like a large gathering, like a large crowd. And then they put an X, like she don't need that either. She doesn't need much to take off to the next level. Like you just got to do it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what they're saying. You don't all the things that you think you might need in order to be successful, or in order for it to be a hit, or in order for it to take off, in order for people to buy your products. You don't need all of the like extravagant or large, or they're saying, yeah, your following alone is going to be the support system that you need in order to propel you to the next level.
Okay. Yeah, that it makes it all makes sense, but then it's like I'm new with product. Like they just gave me these things to do, so I did it. But you know,
have you talked to Army?
I think when I first started asking, when I first created my affirmation coloring book, I did talk to Ermi to ask her like how to even get it published. So she told me KDP, but I know for my next thing that I want to do, I was hearing Katie like the Amazon publishing kind of controls too much.
Okay.
So I want to figure out like where to, go next. So I mentioned it to her. She did help me with that.
Did you ask Chat?
No.
Yeah, I would ask Chat. I just wrote down Chat, so I would ask Chat.
Oh,
like
yeah.
What vendors you can go to get the product done, and you can simply put in there, this is what I want to do. What's the most cost-effective way to get it done in the U.S.? I would be specific and see what it says. But I just heard Chat. I just heard ask Chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask because when they give you stuff, it's like, okay, so which one or it's all gonna be what gets me to the next level? Because my big thing is my empowering business.
Okay,
that's kind of been. It's just really been the timing where my last event was January, and I'm so bummed out that I haven't been able to do another one. But it's just timing with the kids, family functions, and everything. So it's like, is it the stuff that I created, or is it this, or is it both, or is it all? So I heard exactly what they saying.
I heard that you got to finish one before we'll grant you the other. I don't know if you're doing you're not finishing what you start, but I just heard like you got to finish one before we give you the other one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, tell them like sound somewhere. You know what? Because before I did the cards, before I did the coloring book, I was supposed to do my workbook ebook, but the coloring book came because they was like, okay, I guess it gave me confidence quickly, and it was like, oh, I could do it. Yeah. But then I stopped the workbook ebook and started working on the cards, and I know exactly what they mean. It's like, you supposed to be finished. Like you got two things unfinished at this point.
Exactly. So they're saying finish one before we grant you the other one, but you have to be consistent and cut the procrastination.
Yeah. So it ain't no postcard. That's them. I just don't know them, but. Yep. Okay, y'all. I hear y'all.
Miss Mamas, I'm going to send them back to you with light and love. Thank you for coming up. And I'll post this. I'm going to snip our conversation, and then it'll be on YouTube for you to watch back if you need to go back and take notes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Talk to you later. Okay. Bye.